So we are back.
Yeah,
This is the
yeah.
1%. Lance Blunt, Mickey Fi
But I
from
gotta
Made It
say,
Sundays. Yeah. Tired of the politics,
government.
tired of the government, tired of none of it. You gotta get some knowledge, go to college, gotta acknowledge it. You
Oh,
gotta acknowledge it. That's what it is. The
God.
1% is out.
Tongue twister.
Lance Blunt and Mickey Fi are out on the
Ah,
internet.
yeah,
Find us on Spotify and
yeah.
shit.
This is how we do.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I got an overload of shit, so it just
Yeah.
stopped on its own, so whatever.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we are talking about marriage and shit.
Mm-hmm. Marriage.
Yeah. Okay,
Marriage.
so let's go to the facts.
Yes.
What was happening in this situation?
Well, let's go to the real facts.
Yes.
What's the percentage
Uh-huh.
of people
Uh-huh.
stayed married?
Right now?
Yeah. So it's a percentage more than half or 50%
No.
who's gotten married and divorced.
I would say this, that divorce rate is higher today than it
Yes,
has ever
it
been.
definitely is.
I
It's
could
more than
definitely say that. It's
yeah,
higher
it's
now
more than
than
half.
ever.
It's more
I
than
guess
half.
it's more than half.
Especially like in the United States, it's like it's almost 70%.
Everybody's getting divorced. I saw a video the other day. Some girl saying she was divorcing
Mm-hmm.
his husband because the guy was booing on Taylor Swift.
So,
Like they were at the Super Bowl. Like he's
oh
saying
wow,
they were at the
oh
Super
wow,
Bowl, and
oh wow.
when she was on the Titantron and shit, like all his buddies started booing on Taylor
Imagine,
Swift,
imagine,
and then he was booing too, so that he was
imagine,
with his bad.
imagine.
But then she was like, he actually likes Taylor Swift. He's just booing so that
imagine a woman.
entitled to
To
that,
me,
right?
to me,
She
to
feels
me,
it.
to me, she hates you already. So whatever little thing you do or disagree with her on, she's gonna find the excuse
Yeah.
to get rid of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's deeper, I think, than Taylor Swift. But I gotta say,
Tired of the politics.
tired of
tired of the
the
underground.
government. All right, but no, that's my point. I think that because women do not give a shit
Yeah.
what you did for them in the past.
Yeah.
It's always what do you do for me now. A lot of men think
That's
because
true.
they just throw money into the relationship,
Yeah.
she's gonna somehow appreciate it.
No.
No, women only. Let me
Don't
tell you
appreciate
something,
it.
man. Women only care. Okay, I studied them. I've been in
Disclaimer,
enough
disclaimer.
relationship. Women
uh-huh.
only care about how they feel
Yeah.
because they're emotional. They
Yeah.
only care about how they currently feel.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how she felt yesterday or what you did for her yesterday. She might have felt good
Yeah.
and she treated you like a king, but then she's sour with you the next day because
Yeah.
you didn't do the same thing or you didn't do something that made her feel good about herself. So I think it is a kind of insecurity that they have.
Look, so I gotta say,
Hmm.
I'm tired of the politics.
Tired of the
I'm
government.
tired of the government.
Uh,
I need to go to college to get some knowledge, and I gotta
yeah.
acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, no, like really.
Yeah.
I think we gotta be careful because a lot of, I mean, nowadays you cannot really say women are like this.
Right.
Like I'm sure there's some nice women who will value what you did for them in the past that are grateful. There's
Right.
gotta be. But what I'm saying in any kind of relationship,
Yes.
like you say, there's always an exchange.
Mm-hmm.
When you're giving your time,
Exactly.
you at least expect certain treatment.
Exactly. I
Right.
expect certain service. or
Right,
certain-
and if you're like willing, if you're saying like, okay, if she's gonna disrespect me,
Uh-huh.
then I'm just not gonna waste any more of my time with
See,
her,
but a lot of women,
and that's logical.
a lot of women blame men.
They all
You
do.
know, it's
They
all
do.
their fault. It's all their fault.
all our
and
fault,
it's
yeah.
like for some reason, women aren't held accountable.
Well, but still, we cannot say all women are like that.
I didn't say all
There's
women.
people who are like that. There's people who are spoiled,
Uh-huh.
and they actually think they deserve to get free stuff
Right.
just because they're hot. and it's mostly women because women are the ones that are hot. Like,
Exactly.
I'm not saying it's about the fact that they're women. It's the fact that these people are on demand. Like, they have a lot of people who want to be with them who are willing to pay. So if I got 10 girls or like 10 people who are willing to give me stuff, pay for my stuff, and someone comes along who's not willing to do it,
No.
then I kind of feel entitled to say, I'm just,
And say it.
go
say
away.
it.
Yeah.
Say it.
Right?
That's-
Which I'm not because I'm not a hot girl. This is mostly hot girls.
No, I
or rich dudes,
right.
I guess.
Like I've been in a relationship, and I
Right.
said, look, I'm not gonna pay for it. I mean, I'll
For
pay for
everything.
half, until you prove to me,
That you actually love me.
yeah, that you're
Or
committed,
you're gonna be
that
faithful.
you're committed.
But then again,
Sundays,
do you actually want
that
to
you're committed Sundays, Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, the whole week.
But then again, are you 100% fully sure that you want to be with her? Like, if she was like, okay, I'm going to prove to you that I'm committed to this, would that really have made you happy?
I mean,
At least
it
makes you
would
feel
have made
respected.
it would have
right?
made me feel respected. I don't know about the word happy because sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're not.
Yeah,
but
it's a hard
something I would respect.
Right.
You know, somebody that's committed to you.
Yeah.
The opposite sex, because I'm heterosexual, man. But
I mean, but she's there. Like, she's calling you. She want to be with
no,
you.
she's called. Yeah, I
Like,
guess
and
she's.
you're like, you want to. You don't.
Yeah,
wanna be with
but
her
it's
no more.
like you know.
You don't feel right.
Right. It's like, yeah, I feel like, personally, she might be calling. It's like in times of need or whatever.
Right,
And I don't think
right,
it's
I
like a back and forth thing.
Yeah.
I think it's like, okay, always me act and then me resolve your problems. You know? So I just
It's not
don't think that you're not my wife. You're not the kid of my. You know, you're not the mother of my
my kid.
kids. You're not. You're not. You don't think you. For some reason, you think you're that special. And guess what? Wake up, and this is the way you wake up. Bye. Now you realize you're not special. If there is another guy that can take care of everything that you need, let's find the other guy. I'm not no control freak. A lot of people want to control other people. You cannot make somebody change if they don't want to change themselves, and that goes for men and women. It is
You
not
cannot make somebody change,
No.
especially when you tell them to change.
some people just get mad.
Yeah.
They get mad. It's like, what? Okay.
The only way you can make someone change is change their motivation, or when you are like such a role model that they say, hell, I want to be like that.
Okay.
So then they want to change because they feel I'd be better off like that.
Right.
But if you try, like, tell them you need to change, you should do this and this, never gonna work.
Yeah, and if they don't respect you, they're definitely looking up to you. They're looking what you could give them.
Look, like to me, like nowadays, I see every relationship, like you say, it's all about the leverage.
Yeah,
all about the
that's what I said. So
Now, I
I'm
only
taking
put
the
myself in
leverage
a-
back.
Exactly. I always put myself in the position where I have the power. If
Yeah.
I'm not in that position,
Right.
or well, it's transactional. With men, it's different. With men,
Mm-hmm.
we don't really give a shit about our feelings. So
Yeah.
we just need to know we're both getting something out of this. Right?
Exactly.
And when,
It's like what we're doing now.
right,
You know, it's the same kind of this. So we know what it is.
right.
It's like we're not like lying to each other, and it's like and like say me and you. It's like we know what it is, and some other dude comes in, and we're like we just kind of and we both think this dude is kind of funny about things, and we're like, yeah, he shouldn't be here. And we don't mind saying it, but we know what it is with men.
Yeah, it's totally different because with men,
It's
you're
like-
not looking to have sex with the other person.
Yeah, it's like that. We feel like we're almost walking around, and we know it's like the women physically cannot beat us up or anything, but for some reason we're
But they
walking
can play
around.
with your feelings. They can play with your feelings.
We
and
walk
shit.
around eggshells.
Yeah, it's because
know?
that's because you need the relationship. It's like you're looking to gain. Like really, that's what we actually need to stop doing as men.
Exactly. I
gotta
think
tell
worrying
men,
out by
Men
yourself.
don't need to try to
Don't-
lecture what.
don't
Just be
do-
yourself and shit. And if
Be
bitch don't
yourself.
like
Be
it,
yourself. If she
all
don't
the
like it,
time.
she's not for you, bro.
exactly, and just
And
let
don't
her
let
go.
her. Don't let her. Don't put.
Never
your-
change who you are to
don't-
make someone like you.
Never,
Like,
never,
do that
never.
Because it's
You
never
don't.
gonna
She
work.
does. She doesn't define your value.
Yeah.
You do.
And it's not gonna work. It's just gonna look like. But I mean, it's something men do instinctively. Like, I mean, in my case, sometimes I know that I'm capable of scaring women away.
Me too.
Right?
Me too.
So I try to take it easy and I try not to
Right.
be rough. So
Right.
maybe that's not being myself, but it's, you know, it, in that sense, maybe it's a little sexist, but they're women. Like, I think they might be scared, like, if they think that I'm trying to
Somewhere.
fuck
In,
her. Or
yeah.
I'm
If
trying
you're
to do,
if you're an
right?
intimidating guy.
Right. So
you
I don't
know,
want to scare them off. That's it.
Or you're like kind of violent or whatever.
Or
I
needy
think,
too, or needy.
Yeah. Or
because
needy or.
They feel like it's needy. It's gonna
It's
be
like,
demanding sex, making me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
like-
It makes them uncomfortable.
So for me, the first thing is like we need to forget about sex. Like
Yes.
when I approach a woman,
Nah, man.
I don't do it because I want to fuck. I'm just trying to meet a new person.
Right. It's shit.
that's
and
it.
Fuck it. If you
Because
need.
if you got those I need sex vibes.
Yeah.
just
It's
women
kind of
just-
creepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're weird.
So that's what I want to say that to all men. Just forget about the sex. We
Well-
don't need sex. When you are already in a relationship and you already had sex,
Right.
game totally changes. And that's when you truly become who you really are.
Yeah. and
Or
it's
no,
like
how do you say?
Yeah. And
Like
I
before
think,
you have sex with her, you're a different person.
yeah,
after you have
I
sex
just
with-
don't. I don't. We look. I get it. We need sex. You know, I get that part of it, but it's
No,
like
we don't. I don't think
I
we need
I
sex.
just don't.